You're right, guys, it's Capgun Tom here, and welcome to part number 2 of our Let's Look at Silver Players to Invest on Ultimate Team and Make a Profit. Yeah, really long title, I know. But earlier on we looked at the Bundesliga, La Liga and League One, and now we're going to take a look at the BPL, the Serie A, and then the Brasilver players that I think that you should pick up now on the cheap and then be able to sell it on for more when the full game comes out. So we'll jump into my watch list and have a look at who I've got in there. Plenty of players, and if you are looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go and check out FUTcoinemporium.com. So first off, in goal for the Brasilvers we have Fabiano. Now the reason that I've put Fabiano in here is because he isn't 74 rated overall, which is what you'd look for in a silver keeper, because generally a 74 rated keeper is the best one. However, there aren't any 74 rated Brazilian keepers. 73 is the highest. There's like 4 different ones. The reason I picked this one, he's in Liga Portuguesa, so he's not going to be noticed all that much. If he was in Liga do Brazil, his price would be like twice as much. But if people are making a Brasilver team, it doesn't matter, because you can put him in because he's Brazilian anyway. And the other reason is he's 6'5", which makes him an extra 3 inches taller than any other goalkeeper in the league or in Brasilver sort of category. He also has very good all-round stats: 76 diving, 74 reflex, 74 positioning. So one that I definitely recommend. And he just expired for 950 coins. I picked one up on buy now for 900 a couple of minutes ago, and I will definitely be holding on to him because I know he'll be going for a lot more. Next up, at right back for the Brasilvers, we have Fagner. Now the reason I picked or put Fagner in here, he's the only, well, I'd say he's one of 2 right backs that you'd really want to use for Brasilver teams. First off, if you want to make a skill team, you're going to use Cicinho. I showed you him in the last episode. And if you just want a really good Brasilver team, you're going to choose Fagner. 74 rating overall, 91 pace, 78 dribbling, 71 defending, and 73 passing. He's going to be absolutely insane. I think he's going to be a very, very strong player. Then we have Rafael Martini. You can actually see this one got bought, but generally they go for around about the 4.5 to 5k mark at the moment, and you see he's the fastest left back for the Brasilvers, 92 pace there. It's actually really disappointing for me that he's been moved from left mid, because I used to use him in my Brazil Silver Sweat team, and he had the best left-footed shot on the planet. I think it was absolutely incredible. I scored plenty of goals with him, so shame to see him move to left back, but I'm pretty sure he'll do good there as well. Next up we have Lazarevic, and you can see that this guy is in Serie A, plays for Chiva Verona, I believe is how you pronounce it. He has 92 pace. I know that I'm just going on about pace, but at the moment all we can really see is the base card stats, and pace is obviously the one that matter the most on FIFA 13, and therefore the prices are going to be higher for these types of players. Also, this guy has 4-star skills, and I don't think there's any competition for him in the right mid spot in Serie A. So if you're going to build a Serie A team that's got a right mid in it, he's going to be your man. So therefore he'll go up, and at the moment he's only hovering around 2,000 coins. And top tip, I believe that Serie A will be a very strong silver league again this year. It wasn't last year, but on FIFA 12 it was probably one of the best. Next up we move into BPL. We have Medel. Now people have already realised about this guy, and he is looking absolutely fantastic as a player. 82 defending is the stat I'm looking at. Put him into CDM, coupled with 76 pace, he is going to be absolutely unbelievable. I think he's just going to, dominate the midfield and just really cause a lot of problems for people's attacks. So I just saw one expire for 13k, but usually they're around 16k. But I can imagine him going up to about 25k when the game actually comes up. Next up, we have Marias. The reason he's in there, missing from FIFA 13, he was on FIFA 12, fantastic player, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and that 5-star skills Brazilian Liga do Brazil means that he's going to be a very desirable player. You can see the cheapest buy now on the market at the moment is 10,250, and I generally think that he probably will go for about 20k, because there aren't all that many 5-star skillers on the game anymore, and people are going to want to play with their Brasilver teams. Is that even the way you say it? Brasilver team, Brasilver skill team. Yeah, moving on. We have back into the Serie A, and it is a Turbe that I'm going to recommend to you. 91 pace, 4-star skills. Not much competition in that position for him, and people are starting to realise he's up to about 4,300. Now you're probably expecting me to say go off and invest in a Bonhor. I would not recommend it. Well, okay, it's difficult, because I'd say if you've got loads of coins, feel free, go and buy yourself an Ogbonlahor. But I would say this guy, Cameron Jerome, is actually going to be a better striker this year than Ogbonlahor. Ogbonlahor only has 2 extra pace on top of Jerome, but Jerome's overall stats are so much higher. Like, it is ridiculous. They are light years apart. If you go and search overall stats on FUT head, you'll see that Jerome has much higher overall, going for about 23. Pick him up for probably about 15k if you're lucky on a bid. This one's still got an hour and 45 and hasn't had a bid on it for 17,500. Right, our final two players, Antonio Ferreira. Difficult one because he is going to be in everyone's Brasilver teams because he is the only defender with over 75 pace. In fact, he's got 81, which means he's absolutely miles ahead of his competition. Unfortunately, he's only got a 66 rating overall, which means he's going to come out of packs quite a lot. There's quite a few of them on the market, but that's not really stopping his price, being quite high. You can see there around 5,800 is the lowest buy it now for him, and I just generally think that he is one that you probably will want to pick up. I reckon he'll probably go for about 10 to 15k once the game is fully out. Now, the last one is Kelvin. I did want to put him in, but I sort of reconsidered after I'd done it. This is the lowest buy it now for him on the market. Obviously, that 5-star skills is very desirable. There's no other right midfielder that is a 5-star skiller, so he's your only choice in that position. So he's one that you may have to pick up, and he is going to be very expensive. He's going to be the new Maicon Liete, definitely costing around 150 to 200k when the game's actually out. Also, don't forget that there is Wallison and Maicon Liete playing as 5-star skillers at the striking position. So two very good 5-star skillers there, and I think they are going to be very high in demand. That's why I didn't really put them in. But if you want to try and trade with them, feel free. There's another ones that will definitely go up in value when the game comes out. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed the second part of this sort of like video. If you want me to do another one, then try and hit another 500 likes on this video, and I will think about doing another couple of leagues. There aren't all that many more leagues that I would recommend to do this with, but I will source out the remaining players that you could sort of do this with, and yeah, that's it. But if you're wondering why there was only a couple of BPL players in there, because BPL is very well known, everyone's looking at it all the time, and the players are pretty much being price locked already. I would recommend Mariappa and also Okora as well. Those are two players that I would recommend you try and invest in now, because their price will definitely go up when the game comes out. But yeah, that's it guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop the video a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time.